I'm going to try and be very brief. I know Ken is 100% conservative, and except when he's speaking, then he tends to run on a little bit. So, anyways, I'm here from the Democratic side, and I want to let you know, I was actually in the audience at George Mason last week when President-elect Obama spoke to this very issue. And he said how it's incumbent upon the federal government to make sure all of its expenditures were online so that they could easily be tracked by our voters. And I believe in that. You know, when I was first elected to the House of Delegates, my very first bill was to televise the General Assembly. And the reason why I brought that bill was I had been on TV as a local city councilman, and my wife used to watch me, and she knew if I went out for drinks afterwards, because, you know, there would be nobody there on TV anymore. So it made it very hard as a city councilman and as a husband to see her. And I learned an early lesson in accountability, and that is the more information that you put out, the more oversight is over you. And I think that's a good thing. And I look at this bill kind of like that old Cy Sims commercial, an educated consumer is our best customer. I believe that in politics. And Ken and Ben, you know, we're going to clash on various issues. I know that. We know that. But at the end of the day, we need to put that information out to the voters. We'll give them as much information as they can have, and they'll make the decision. And, you know, I feel very confident, both as a Virginian and as a Democrat and as a member of the legislature. I want the voters to know my record. I want them to know how we're spending money. I applaud Ben for tracking down how the lottery board is spending some of this money. It's not right. Okay, it's not right. And it took a lot of muscle on his part to do that. And I think by putting these expenditures online and also by having a better website, we're going to make that more accessible, more available to all citizens. I am co-sponsoring Ken's bill as I did last year. I'm also putting in a bill on local transparency, which I believe will be similar to what he has. I've had the same issue with Fairfax County about having more transparency in their budget. Again, philosophically, I believe in as much information available to the voters as possible. I also think it's good for lawmakers. You know, 10 months of the year we're not here. And a lot of times our best access to the state budget is being able to go to a website. So again, I applaud Tertium Quids for organizing this, this press conference, and I'm glad to be here. Thanks.